Whatever. Hey folks, welcome back to the Whatever Show. I'm Dragon Pat.
I'm Alex Drake.
And today we're going to talk about music. And we're going to talk about a band real quickly that coming out of Sweden, mind you. Mm-hmm. But that's okay because you don't have to speak Swedish. They sing in English. Mm-hmm. And the first song, we're going to talk about today is Bismarck. Mm-hmm. Now, Bismarck, for those of you who are obviously brain dead, she was the biggie. That was the
he was the
biggest battleship in the German fleet. Mm-hmm. He came out and beat the shit out of people.
Mm-hmm. His first victim was the Hood.
And he smacked the Hood down like it was nothing. And granted, it took the entire British Navy basically to sink him.
And even worse, they had to ambush him.
They cheated.
Yeah.
But now, before we go into a cut from the song, I want to tell you something. Sabaton is not telling you the Nazis were good. No. When you watch their shows, they'll tell you flat out the Nazis were horrid. Mm-hmm. But what they are talking about is that some of the aspects of the German military were good military units. Mm-hmm. For example, the Bismarck was impressive. And they did a song that just was like, wow.
Mm-hmm. Here's a cut.
Let's take a cut. He'd a nation, a beast made of steel. Bismarck in motion, king of the ocean, to rule the waves across the seven seas.
Just so YouTube won't get mad at us.
Listen to this line. Pride of the nation, a beast made of steel. Bismarck in motion, king of the ocean. He was made to rule the waves across the seven seas, to lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. The terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine.
Levi's Kriegsmarine translates to German. It's the German Navy.
It's the German Navy. This is a power song. Mm-hmm. This is down and dirty power. Mm-hmm. And the video is just stupendous. Mm-hmm. You have Sabaton setting up on the back part of a ship, playing in the waves in this rain, and it's just,
Well, they're going to the
burial place of the Bismarck, and let's face it, this was a good power song. Yeah. Now, Sabaton has a tendency to write songs about war, war machines. They've got one called Panzerkampf. They talk about ancient battles. They talk about modern battles. But Sabaton likes to talk about war. Mm-hmm. Not because they think war is glorious. Not because they're trying to say, hey, let's go fight wars. But because war is a human creation. Yeah. But no other animal does what we do. Not to the depth that we do. Yeah. And in a war, you see humanity at its best and its worst. Mm-hmm. You see the building genius of those that make our weapons, the designers and the manufacturers that built the Bismarck, created, I love that line, a beast made of steel. Let's scroll it down so we can see. 2,000
men and
50,000 tons of steel.
And that's done for a battleship.
I love this line. 2,000 men, 50,000 tons of steel, set a course for the Atlantic with the Allies on their heel. Firepower, firefight, Battle stations keep the targets steady in sight. Into formation, the hunt has begun. Death and damnation, the fleet is coming. He was made to rule the waves across the 7 seas, to lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine, the terror of the sea, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine. At the bottom of the ocean, the depths of the abyss, they are bound by an iron and blood. The flagship of the Navy, the terror of the seas, her guns have gone silent at last. Pride of the nation, a beast made of steel, Bismarck in motion, the king of the ocean. He was made to rule the waves. And then they repeat the chorus. And that is Bismarck. I mean, I'm going to try to slip a few other points in here. Maybe I'll be able to open parts of it up in the mini and add it to us. If I can, fantastic. I don't know exactly how much hair YouTube will allow us to get away with. But remember, there's always BitChute.
Yeah.
So we'll see what comes through.
Yeah.
Either way, this has been Whatever Show. We don't have to take a lot of your time, but we do try to improve your mind. And I hope